Hey guys, really excited about today's call. We got Barry from the UK. Today's call was around webinars. I know some of you are really scared about using webinars or really intimidated, and you don't need to be. And the specific strategy we want to be using is called the Maven Strategy, and what that does is really two things. Number one, it allows you to reach thousands of prospects, candidates, clients, and number two, it positions you as leader in the marketplace pretty quickly. So we've got Barry on the call today. So there's Barry.
Oh yeah,
Hey, and Barry is a really cool dude because Barry essentially just picked up what we really what we believe in and ran with it, and some of the outcomes he's had in terms of database growth, in terms of positioning, are just unreal. So what I want
Andy.
to do is,
Sorry, mate. Somebody just opened the door. Then.
oh,
Yeah.
no, no worries.
you you might want to scrap that bit.
No, we'll just keep
Cool.
going. We'll just keep
Okay.
going.
Brilliant.
Um, so with that, so Barry, let's do this. Let's just hear your story about what you've done with webinars, and as always, we work through a framework. So we're going to use the framework we use inside the inner circle. So first off, Barry, just tell people who you are, what you do.
My name's Barry Hassib. I'm managing director of BIMREC and AEC Recruitment. Yep. Been involved in recruitment for 15 plus years, probably about 18 years actually now. Yeah, recruiting for various roles throughout the globe, really, across the whole world.
Cool.
Specialising within the AEC sector, predominantly BIM.
AEC BIM. So here's the thing. Well, Barry, just to let people know then. So when we first spoke, your key driver was. Well, you let people know. Perhaps your name wasn't known in the marketplace. You go into a
Yeah,
new
so
niche. Just tell people what the key problem was at the time, and sort of the impact of that problem.
sure. The problem at the time was saw recruitment changing. It was recruitment for me prior to joining. Recruitment was very much PSL led, and the same, and larger organisations gaining access to roles purely because of their reputation.
Yeah,
The reason why I was looking to join with yourself, Andy, is because I realised things had to change. Reputation is important, and I saw the 20 minutes which I spent with you really rectified the fact that yeah, things needed to change, and what an awesome way and what an awesome strategy to use to actually change it,
So what?
and to get the recognition as well, like what I was looking for.
Cool. So just for people to understand, what was the key challenge you had? So I know what your challenge was at the time, but
Sure.
the other companies, there was PSL led, for example, you mentioned.
Sure.
What was the actual the challenge for you? Was it you weren't known, you couldn't you people?
Yeah, yeah, the reputation and not being very well known within the industry, within this particular niche of the industry. So I wanted to. I knew everything has a strategy. Some strategies work awesomely, whilst others take longer to develop. So I was looking to use a winning strategy that would get me up there as quickly as possible, and myself and the company up there as quick as possible, as seen as being an authority, so to speak.
Cool. So at the time then it was really a case of you just weren't known in the marketplace,
Yeah,
weren't seen as an authority, and we need to fix this.
yeah,
Pretty,
definitely.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, let's get into the sexiness. Let's get into the good stuff. So we go down to the next three boxes. So just let people know, what framework did we use? So you and I know that you used the Maven strategy. You and I know
yeah,
it breaks down to a certain amount of steps. Just
sure.
let people know, maybe maybe what you did. Just
Okay.
high levels. Take people through what you did.
Yeah, okay. So literally, I would look online, see who was leaders within the BIM
Well,
industry.
I'll tell you what. Before we get
Sorry.
into that, uh, I made a mistake in terms of the question.
Right.
Um,
Apologies.
so in terms of the actual steps we use, so for example, we've you've used the Maven email template to make sure you got
Yep.
world-class speakers for free. You've
Yep.
used a process to capture leads.
Sure.
With the funnel we use, you've got a
Sure.
process to then survey your clients or
Yeah.
future clients, candidates, and you've
Yeah.
got a process to let's go through those sort of those elements.
So yeah, so you'd have the email to send out to people, as you say, to get the speakers, for as like you say, for completely free. Within that email, you'd also Apologies, not within that email. So then we'd get the speakers there, and then we'll do advertising via. Is this what you mean via the
Yeah. So
free channels? Advertising via free channels that we use to gain traffic. By traffic, I mean candidates or clients
yep,
onto webinars.
yep.
Onto webinars so they can attend the actual webinars, and also as well get a massive exposure for both the business and for the speaker themselves.
Yeah, that's the thing about massive exposure. Like Barry shared his story inside the inner circle last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And just let people know the sort of speakers you've had. The sort of names you've had.
I've had MBEs, CBEs, the head of implementation for BIM for UK government, advisors to the government on 4 or 5 different occasions. My next speaker now is again an advisor. My previous speaker was an advisor to the government. He's also head of Building Smart as well, which is a body within BIM. I've had the ambassadors for growth. The speakers have been phenomenal. Pretty much anybody that's a world-class speaker from the UK or that's currently based in the UK have spoken within one of my webinars, or they're going to be within upcoming webinars. So the speakers are true world-class leaders, and as I said earlier, absolutely free of charge.
Awesome. And the sort of numbers we're talking about, Barry, this is where some people think it's nah, it can't be possible.
Sure.
But just share the numbers. The amount of people you've had register for your webinars. I know the highest in the last one.
Highest was 325 people that have actually registered, which have therefore gone on to a system which allows me to market to them on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly basis.
Yep.
Yeah, it's even more than just the people that have registered. It's the exposure that you get whilst you're doing your marketing. I think 325 registered. I think for that particular webinar, using just one LinkedIn strategy alone, I think there was around 15,000 people that had viewed just this one page from one group.
Wow.
And then obviously it's on various groups. I think there's around 120 groups that the business is a member of. So you times that 15,000 by 120 various groups, you're talking some serious marketing going on there, some awesome brand awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realise that stat then.
Yeah.
What about so this is one of the figures that I love. What about your database growth and what's happening now to you in terms of position in the marketplace?
This time last year it was around 10,000. Now database is approaching 50,000 and growing by 1,000 every week.
That's incoming, isn't it? They come to you.
Yeah. If not more than that, yeah. The database has gone within this particular sector within BIM. It's gone absolutely haywire. It's fantastic.
And they just to clarify, they're actually, these are inbound coming to you.
People trying to connect with
you.
Through the business with via LinkedIn, via various routes. People trying to connect in with us, to link in with us, and be associated with the name BIMREC.
See, guys, just want to really labour this point because I think we want to make this really clear, so we don't skirt over this. Barry's very humble, guys. You can hear. Just say it again. His database has gone from 10,000 to 50, or close to 50,000.
Yeah.
In less than a year, and he's got 1,000 a week of his target prospects coming to him, inbound, connecting with Barry, which is crazy. It's outstanding. But it's all by the strategy, using the Maven webinar strategy. Again, twofold. Number one, position you as an expert, and number two, you're using the one-to-many strategy of the webinars. So, so here's the thing, Barry. I know so we keep this really, really tight today.
Sure.
What would you say is the key lesson you got in terms of actually implementing this? Just what's the key thing you'd say to people?
Key lesson: just implement it. They're proven strategies. Everything has been so far has been documented. Well documented, so it's been an easy process to follow, and yeah, the results speak for themselves.
Awesome. And what about the we'll skip this prescription, as in how to actually make it happen, because I think you're right. Just get on and do it. But what about the? We mentioned this before. You got this data now, so
Sure.
you've gone from 10,000 to almost 50,000.
Yeah.
What's your next steps look like?
The next steps look fantastic. The outcomes are looks really rosy. Everyone within the database will be communicated to by one source or another for the foreseeable future. Obviously, gaining more leads, whether they're clients or candidates. So,
And of course,
yeah, looking good.
we're going to be using automation, of course.
Of course,
well.
yes.
Yeah, and we're going to be systemised, aren't we, Barry?
Yes, that we are. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying this tongue in cheek, but Barry's done so outstanding to built his database from 10,000 to 50,000, but we just need to systemise the next steps and make sure we keep using automation to really leverage this data. So that's the key thing for Barry, which you've mentioned before.
Yeah.
Well, Barry, I said it'd be a quick in and out job today. Just really, the purpose of this, guys, is just we get a lot of people come to us and say, I hear all you do is webinars. No. Okay. Webinars is probably one teeny bit of what we do. Sure. In showing you how to use webinars. But when you do use them in your business, two things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to get huge, if you combine it with the Maven strategy, you're going to get huge exposure. Number two, you're going to get an awful lot of engagement from clients and candidates coming to you. And it's a case of actually then leveraging it. So what Barry's done really well is once you hit go, you hit the big red button, you're consistent with it. And that's a real key thing about the inside people we want to be close to and work with is be consistent. And what Barry's done extremely well is, as you can see here, is database from 10,000 to 50,000 because he's been consistent. So lessons, do it, as Barry said. Yeah. Don't be scared of it and do it before your competitors do, because the strategies we've got, they work, but you need to apply it and you need to do it first in your marketplace ideally. So with that said, Barry, have you got any closing thoughts for anyone, or just
yeah, like you say, I suppose it would read like a advert for Nike, huh? Just do it.
Awesome stuff. All right, Barry. Well, if people want to connect with you, Barry, if people want to reach out to you, and how do they contact you if they want to
do so via LinkedIn, or just drop me an email if they like. That's fine.
What's your email address?
Barry@bimrec.com. That's BARIE @bimrec.com.
Cool. There you go. That's Barry. So, any of you guys want to do any joint ventures? There's your man. Cool. All right, Barry. That said, I'm going to wrap up the call, and
Thank you, Andy.
I know we're going to catch up on a call later. With that said, Barry, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Bye bye now.